Welcome back, all you Lockback lovers from around the world, to Baxter's Blades. You're entering the Tiger Pit. Well, we're going to check out a queen today. I haven't picked up that many as of late, but this is one I have been wanting for quite some time. It is QGSH106 Queen Burnt Stag. Let's take a look. I have a comparison also to do with this knife. It definitely fills the tin. By the way, when I got this tin, it came with a big dent here and here, so the tin saved the knife, hopefully. This thing is so thick and big, it barely fits in this microfiber pouch. Yes, I've been wanting one of these for quite some time. They are $98.99 at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Big old chunk of stag. Look at how thick that is. Yes, the Lockback. Very reminiscent of the old Mountain Man by Queen. You can see the Queen shield here. Very light pull on this one. Queen Cutlery number 3L, 1095 carbon steel. Very interesting knife. Look at that piece of stag. Let's get a close-up of the show side. The back side. And the pile side. Got a big lanyard hole here. I'll have to throw a lanyard in there. Blade centering is looking spot on. I picked this up from Chicago Knife Works. I think it was $84. So I jumped on it. But when I go to close it, look at that. Wah, wah. It may be a little gritty, but I don't know. Is this defective? Pull is really light. It's like very little resistance whatsoever. Definitely not a buck 110. It locks in. No left-right blade play. I do feel just the ever so teeniest amount of blade rock. You can see though how the blade, where it reaches the backlock here, it's kind of set down. I'm not sure what's up with that. I don't have another one to compare it to except my 1970s Queen. They don't call this a Mountain Man, but it definitely looks like one. This is way too big to fit in the pocket. I mean, I guess you could. It's definitely a sheath carry. I've seen them, and I don't think I've seen one this thick. That's just a monster. And for how big it is, it's actually relatively light. I am pretty impressed. But yes, fills the hand fantastic. This awesome burnt stag. I can feel like some stepping here on the frame, so they didn't do the best job smoothing it out to the stag. I'm not sure what's up with that. Don't think the stag shrunk, or maybe that's just Queen's fit and finish. You know, not quite as good as the rest, but a little bit more palatable, being $83, $84 as opposed to $100. I forgot to bring paper out. It does feel very sharp. 1095 carbon steel. Well, the reason I got one of these is, well, I wanted the Stag, and I'd been gifted this from Zen Ali. This is a 1976 Mountain Man, and this is just jigged Delrin, but look at how much thinner that is. I want to compare the two, and this is stainless, and that's carbon. This is Stag, and it's Delrin. But I want to do a side-by-side. And quite honestly, I think I like this blade shape better than the new one. Maybe it's the nail nick position. Maybe they should have put the nail nick back here, but it would have gotten in the way of the queen's crown. Yes, this is a Queen 1976. It does have some jimping right here, and this one does not. But you can see how where the back of the blade meets the lock back there, it's nice and flush. And here it kind of goes down. Very good snap on it. It is also a real light pull, so probably nothing new. It is a lockback. It's not a slip joint, so a light pull isn't that big a deal, but it's concerning when you go to close it. This. I don't know. Is that defective? Should I return it? Or should I reach out to Bear & Son or Queen, because Queen has a warranty? That just seems odd. It seems like it should go down and it should be some resistance before it comes up. But comparing the two, I think I like the traditional blade shape. You can see the Mountain Man stainless right there. Handle shape, very, very similar. It's hard to tell because the Stag is so big and rolly. Lanyard tube, about the same size. It looks like the one on the new Queen USA is a little bit bigger. Blade stock is about the same. Now it looks like the new blade's a little longer, but I don't know, maybe this blade tip has broken and it was sharpened over time. But handle length is exactly the same. So very interesting. I gotta close this. Good snap. And see, there's resistance to it pulling the tip up. So I don't know. I know they're made by Bear & Son, and Rusty Miner has sent knives to Bear & Son, and they did a really good job, and they stood by their warranty. Queen is owned by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and it does any manufacturer's defects found in your knife will be repaired at the expense or replaced at the Queen's expense at no cost to you. So maybe I'll reach out to him. It's kind of unfortunate for a pricey knife like this. Now I do realize you can get them in red and green bone for a lot less. And this is Stag, but whoo doggy, look at that. Just for the fun of it, let's compare it to a 70s Buck 110. You can see it's about the same cutting length, almost the same blade length. The handle is shorter than the Buck 110, and weight-wise, it's a lot less than all this brass from the Buck 110. Yeah, it's really close. Yeah, blade length looks about identical. So you're getting a pretty sweet knife in 1095 carbon steel. A definite chunk. I'd carry it in a sheath. I mean, comparing it to a 70s 110, it's much thicker for sure, but you are getting shorter handle length, yet a full 4-finger grip. Well, would I recommend this? Well, I would, but I have no other new one to compare it to, so I don't know if this is how they all come. Is that how they all come? Or did I get a defective one? I don't know. I may have to reach out to Queen USA and see if the Queen will cover this. That might be defective. If you have it in your pocket like this and you go to reach in and it stick out like that, you're gonna You're gonna cut your hand on the tip of that. I've had that happen only with one Rough Rider, and Smoky Mountain took care of me. So I will have to research it. So there you go. There's the Queen Lockback number 3L in 1095 carbon steel. At least they still stamp the tang. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for joining me in the Tiger Pit. Yeah, I prefer the slimness. Doesn't feel like it feels the hand quite as nice as the Stag. And it is not carbon steel, it is stainless. But yeah, I think I prefer this 76 over the new one any day. You all stay sharp, be kind, and take chances. Take care.